Hello and welcome to episode 30 demo review. My name is Demo, bruh, it's AzJz. I think that's how you say it. Oh well. Anyways, we're gonna get here, see how he plays, see what he does well, see what he does wrong, and hope to make him a better player. So, hopping right into it, pistol round. Side 4, bruh, it's AzJz. Well, let's see what you do. Very common for pistol round to use by armor, chest armor, right? Or maybe a pistol of some sort or some. Really, it doesn't matter. Depends really what you want to do. This is a matchmaking game. You're not playing with a team. Looks like you're opting to buy nothing. Very big mistake a lot of newer players do. They don't understand the point of armor or grenades and how they can be very useful. So you see one guy on flat, running in, take a lot of damage. If you have the armor, you probably take like 20. Right, you're trying to set up your crosshair movement there, and it's okay. But you're still aiming at his upper chest, and the zoo, or not his block at a long range is highly disadvantaged against the USP. Because of that, you died. Chilling there with no armor, so target for them. So you guys lost pistol round. 1-0. You could force buy here. Like you're just gonna buy a pistol. That's not bad either, right? Keep building some economy up. That Deagle's very hard to use. That first shot's pretty accurate most of the time. Medium range, long range, not kind of not close range. Yeah, it's gonna be right where you point it. But that recoil that comes with it, it's gonna make it very hard to use the master. Let's look at your crosshair placement. Right now, you're kind of aiming at the upper chest area. Almost borderline head right there. Look at where your crosshair placement's at. What are you looking at? Like, I know you're bringing it across your screen, but you shouldn't just be looking middle of nowhere. And again, look at your crosshairs pointing down at feet, not aiming at where the enemies could be, not hugging these corners. There was a guy over there. You're only aiming at his legs. Hard to hit him. All right, so nice shot by you. Again. You're out in the middle of nowhere, shows me you have very poor positioning. We'll learn some good positions. I'm sure there's a lag, messaging someone about you typing. Oh, went out there. So again, you have no armor, your bomb's planted, you don't have to be peeking these guys, you could just be shooting at them from distance from cover or just waiting for them to get close, especially because you have the deagle. Now you're buying the PP Bison. That's a really tough buy, but in these lower brackets they tend not to buy armor as much, so you can really abuse that with the Bison. You can suffer with that aim punch. You buy full nades, that's really good of you. Really good habit you should be building. The real question is, like, are you going to use them effectively, use them correctly? So your teammate's already out there. Alright, they're running out. Oh, there's one more. Aiming at his crotch area. Thankfully he had no armor. They'll kill him real quick. Alright, so you plant bomb. Again, you're not what are you focusing on? Learn the maps so you can look at like maybe doors to your left here, a window, and you can backwards, jump up, right, get good movement. Right now it shows me you have to see where you're going in order for you to be effective. And gotta early and start building up your fundamentals. So you should be thinking to yourself, alright, they bought that round. Should be saving what they could force buy. As we can see, Light Master over here. Buying a gun, doesn't have any armor though, so PP Bison's really gonna hurt him. Especially most of these guys except for Benjamin. They all don't have armor, and the PP Bison's going to destroy them if you use it properly and hit them. Alright, you just throw smoke out there. Knew there was a guy shooting at you. He's probably on the opposite side waiting for you to push. Again, look at your crosshair placement. Very bad. Kind of raise it. You're kind of lost. You don't know what you should be looking at. Like, alright, one question is, Why'd you push to the spot? Right? What's this position do for your team? You're not going to push in with them and just doing nothing here, just chilling and just baiting them. And secondly, why are you looking towards tunnels? You have a teammate in tunnels. You can't see the X-ray, but you should be able to look on your mini-map, distinguish that he's there. And also, third, crosshair distance really low, but you should be able to swing over to this guy, kill him. Again, look how low you're aiming. As we can see, his bullets are only hitting like his butt area, butt lower back. That's telling me that you're pulling down and aiming way too low. Again, what are you doing in the spot? What are you trying to accomplish? Scared the enemy team. You have bomb? Alright, look at you have bomb. You shouldn't be pushing out like this. If you do know you have bomb, this is just really poor play. If you don't, it shows me you have like a game sense, game awareness, not knowing you have the bomb and you could potentially lose a round for your team. But this guy lands a pistol. That's not too bad. Good aim by you. Good just tap right there. Not firing as quick as possible. And now you've won 3 in a row. You can think they might be able to buy here if they were smart players, right? But as we can see, only one guy's gonna have any decent guns. That real quick. So you should start buying an AK, right? Train yourself to buy an AK after you win your pistol round, your 2 subsequent rounds, or if you beat them once, right? They have to go a couple times. So start getting an AK, start using it, start getting used to it, because if you want to take your game to the next level, you're going to have a decent AK recoil control as well as aim, stuff like that. Well, let's see what you plan on doing here. You should know they could be close already. You have 64 bullets. Alright, you're crouching and shooting at the same time. You don't need to do that right away. Again, that just lowers your crosshair, especially when they're that close. You can pick up an AK, you can pick up a P90. Both of those are better than the guns you have right now. Throwing a flash, but I'm not sure what you're trying to accomplish and you blind yourself. Where are you gonna plant for? Alright. Why are you planting here? Like, there's a better spot right next to you behind the boxes that gives you cover and you don't have to worry about cat. You can plant for long if you're gonna plant out in the open like this, right? Have one of your teammates go long. Or you can plant on the other side of these boxes, plant for cat. But right here, the spot you're at, you could definitely get killed by one of them. And now you're stuck in a 2v1 situation. You should know one's mid, right? Your teammates just died. You can hear the bullets coming from mid CT area. And if you're listening closely, right, if you have a good headset, if you don't have some shitty ass earbuds and your volume's not low, you hear this guy running CT. Now they don't know where you're at. You throw that grenade, you jump too, it gives away your position. Don't be worried about that guy. Yep, you should be more worried about that guy. Alright, and then you just hop down like this. Like, what is the point of you hopping down? Like, you could have gone cat, right? Your bomb's planted right there, right where you planted it. The only place he can defuse from through cover is by the boxes. Try to reach over, but that should give you enough time to rush him or try to spay him with the PP buys, but you didn't have to rush down like this. It costed you the round. That was a really bad play by you. So now you get an AK. It's nice, okay. And you get full nades. Really like the full nades for it. Again. You should always be running with your knife out. There's no reason to be running with your gun out, especially when you're trying to get the spots up here. Also, if your teammate's already up there, it kind of shows you that, hey, it's a little more clear than what it would be if they weren't there. So if you didn't know this, running with your knife out makes you run faster, you get the spots quicker before the CTs can. It's all taking advantage of that. Always want to try to get to a good position before the enemy team can. And you have no one watching mid. That guy just rushes in, he's pretty stupid. Kill him. So you should know there's one on B with an op. Destroying your teammates because they keep peeking one at a time. Again, what are you trying to accomplish? Are you waiting for pushes? What are you aiming at? Kind of just crosshairs against the wall. Like, if you're gonna be sneaky like this and just waiting for them, then you should be walking. You should be running at all. That gives away your position if they're listening for you. Teammates running, no reason for you to walk. Kills him. That guy should have seen you and should have relayed your position. Okay, like, look at the guy just saw you, and yet you still stay in the same spot. I don't understand the logic behind that. And because they're gonna see you on radar. If anyone's close, right? If they have a big radar, they'll see you. They'll see the dot because he spotted both of you, and because of that, he sprayed to the door with the op and got you. But luckily, you guys can still buy, and you get full nades. Again, you're running with the smoke out. You don't know any good smoke, so you just chuck a random smoke towards the area you want to smoke off. Again, look at that smoke. That's really bad smoke. It tells me you don't really know how to utilize your nades. Alright, you know there's one long with the bomb. Get the shot, peek, flash it. Turn from the flash even though it was too far under you. Plant right here. Your teammate's right next to you. You should be planning. No reason for you to like chilling right here. Nice. Until your cat's open, you have to be careful for that. Don't get in the habit of crouch spraying like that. It's a really bad habit to form. And the bomb is planted for you. You do have a nade. Okay, see, like, why are you taking this battle? One, you can listen, right? Use your headphones again. Listen for the bomb defuse. Once you hear that, right? Try to peek out a little bit. Is he sticking the bomb defuse, or is he faking it? Did you just click it once and let go? That's kind of the stuff you gotta play, right? When you want to get better at the game and start to outplay your opponent. Luckily, you're able to spray that guy down, or tap him, I should say, which is really good. And like, again, you don't need to be out exposed like this. And look at where your crosshair placement's at. What if he was right here instead of over here? You would have to flick instead of having your crosshair along the corner right here. And so that grenade, alright, that grenade should tell you where it bounced off. You heard it bounce off the wall and it bounced to the left. So you can kind of guess, as well as AzJz said, it's on ramp. Nice, and you know he has an op. There's no reason for you to peek it. Just flash, right? Nice, like that. Smoked it. That's a bad smoke. Luckily he's bad. He ran out and you're able to flick to him. Your nice quick reflexes. Again, you're trying to get the quick spots right, or get the spots where you want to hold. See that guy? Crosshair's low. You didn't really compensate for where his head could be at. Because of that, you started tapping at him, especially while moving, and you're still aiming one. Now you slow it down, but you're still not aiming towards his head or upper chest. You're kind of aiming at his crotch area, his stomach. You got a solid spray pattern, like a good spray recoil, you would have been able to spray him down. You should know there's one in CT. Heard that. Looks like you have scroll wheel to your weapons. Definitely bind those to numbers. Learn how to use your numbers. Or if you have keys on your mouse pad or on your mouse, bind mouse 4, mouse 5. Find some letters that you don't use, like Z, X, Y, or Z, X, Z, maybe B. Your nades, right? Besides 1, 2, and 3 for guns, 4 for cycle through nades, 5 for bomb, etc. So now you should know this guy's CT. Throw smoke, but you don't reposition yourself at all. And you hear him running back, so he's not going for the... Alright, so up 5-3 is very solid by you. Pretty well, 9-4. Definitely could be doing a lot better against these guys because they keep buying up. Don't have anything really. Go smoke, I don't... It looks like they're B rushing, but again, I don't... What are you doing over here? Not sure. Your teammates, like, yeah, as we see on the minimap at the top left, you have 2 teammates in sight. Like, I don't know, you're trying to throw a fake or... you're doing again, and you're running too, right? So they can hear you if they're mid. Hit this guy, cat. you're spraying and crouch walking. Like, I don't understand that either. That's a bad habit. Alright, so they probably all rotated because all your teammates rushed B. So you clear this quickly. Make sure there's no one behind you. You should be checking Goose, which is directly behind you, 180. Again, look at your crosshair placement, and you started shooting him while you were moving, and you didn't touch him. Alright, let's look at your teammates' positioning. Alright, you have one guy lower, one guy cat, one guy top mid. So kind of think that they could be tunnels right now. It looks like you're kind of aware of that. Stall 2, or you stall 1. So you should be telling your teammates lower. Not talking, if you're not communicating to your teammates, you're kind of getting them killed, which is happening right now. Feels like it. Look, where did those gunshots go? They just came from doors. That means they're right next to you. Like you gotta work on your flicks there, as well as your game awareness overall. Again, just throwing nades. Teammate died. So you should know there's an opera watching that, and you decide to still go there without throwing a flash or anything. You have 2 flashes, and they should know bombs on cat. So taking this very slowly, because they should be pushing you mid. That flash gives away you're close, and you see that flash? Nice turn. I like that. Did it again, you turn. That's really good by you. But you jump up there. I mean, you get one, but that was really stupid by you. Why are you jumping on top of the ledge? You're giving them the advantage, right? Because you're exposing your entire body to them, as well as getting inaccuracy from jumping. Whereas if you just stayed on top, right, you have the height advantage to your benefit, which is a lot better than trying to jump up and see the entire body. Alright, you throw the same smoke. Oh, it's a pretty bad smoke. You just run in there, you die. Could have done a lot more. Just done that. Alright, so you have an AK, you threw your only smoke you bought. And again, look at your crosshair placement, very low, you're not hugging the corners, you're just kind of running out here, relying on your flicks, having your crosshair in no man's land. Okay, you died to that guy, got you off guard. You had your crosshair at good spots, right? Going back between sight and that corner by cross, probably would have had him. Buy full nades, get a UMP. They're gonna have full guns, so UMP's not gonna really do much. Unless you guys decide to rush B. If you guys rush B, your UMP might be able to do a little more than it would if you went long or mid. So let's see what happens here. You have bomb, you flash your teammate, died before that flash went off, so. Yeah, my goodness. Here I'm pushing you, nice. Decent crosshair placement. I don't know. Definitely could have been better, 100% better. But it definitely was 100% bad. So the first guy pushed. You guys are all silver, so they're going to be really random. They don't really have game sense or any kind of logical thinking when it comes to this. So it's kind of going to be like, where are they going to come from? You can kind of figure out where they're coming from. Oops, pause that from where your teammates are at, because usually they'll shoot on contact. You're trying to jump off him for some reason. Sensitivity seems really high. You planted it in the middle there. Teammate should be watching long. He should be watching cat. Oh, there's one there. You're holding a pretty bad position. You have no cover. Corner of his shoulder. Throw a deep smoke. Nice shot. Into the last guy is probably long because he hasn't peeked you yet. Dude, that looked like it was on him. Anyways, you win the round. Could have had an ace. A couple shots. That was the last round of the half. You guys are down 8-6. But definitely, this map's pretty much basically kind of even. Maybe slightly favors T, so you guys should have 8. But oh well. Teammates are running out to an auto sniper. It's always fun. Don't throw that nade anywhere. That's useless nade. There's no point in throwing that. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with that. They're not going to push close to you. If they did, you'd probably be dead because you had your nade out. So you should know, bombs down long. Teammates pushing long, you hit the guy to your left, and he just has bad aim. So on to the pistol round. Again, you can buy chest armor, kit, nades, whatever you want. I don't think you're going to buy anything. Looks like you buy a P250. Question, why? Like, for the armor penetration, I really wouldn't justify the means, because you get the accuracy with the USP, and you can just shoot him in the head, and one shot to the head with the USP kills him. Yes. Contact. Again, look at where you're aiming when you pull the trigger. Those first couple shots were off, but then you brought it back, bombs down. You'll be telling your teammates, hey, I have bomb in B, and they rotating. No last guys in tunnels. And you guys win. So, you're going for the PP Bison. And it looks like they're gonna kind of force, kind of not. It's quasi buy by them-ish. Teammate makes contact with 2 on long. Haven't seen bomb yet, but you're staying. Good spot. Decent spot. Why are you looking there? You have a teammate mid. Again, think about what your teammate's positioning at. You have a teammate mid. There's no reason for you to be focused on any of the doors or window. You should be focusing on tunnels. Should be no reason for you to look at that. Teammates pushing out mid. Guy is mid, so now you kind of got to worry. Like, okay, now they can kind of push out. Be tunnels. Combination of the two. Bombs down mid. Last guy could be anywhere. He cleared tunnels. He could be mid, right? As we can see, he is definitely mid. But he could also be T-spawn outside of B tunnels towards A long. Etc. You see him? Relay that to your team. M4, you should pick that up. Not picking up the M4. I don't know why. Why wouldn't you pick up the M4? It's a $3,100 gun. 33, whatever the fuck it's at now. 3,100, yeah. Like, that's a free M4. Like, you should always want that. Your M4 is gonna be your most popular weapon on CT side. Besides an op. You should always try to be getting that for free whenever you can, or just pick it up for your teammate, right? Your teammate died with that. He's gonna be short on some cash. Pick that up for him, drop it back for him, or not, whatever the fuck you want to do, but that's a gun. They're not gonna have head armor. Even if they do have head armor, it's gonna take 2 shots. Bison, fucking shitty, does like as much as the Glock. One bullet of the PP Bison does 1 damage, or the same as 1 bullet from the Glock. So as we can see, just watching tunnels. Bombs down mid. Now they have bomb. They can go tunnels. As you can, it's a bad spot. Oh my god! Like, why were you standing there? You had a teammate window watching mid. You didn't clear tunnels yet. There's no reason for you not to be aware of tunnels there. Okay, you guys lose that round. So you guys are stacking B. I don't know if you noticed you guys stacking B for no reason. Your mid's open. You should have a gun out here. Trying to tap this guy. Could have just easily sprayed him down a lot quicker. Spray patterns. Obviously A. So it's 3v2, definitely winnable. You have a guy on site that's just confused as fuck. And you see the guy crossing, and you realize that towards the end of him crossing. So you should know, hey, both of them are kind of here. One's near elbow, the other one's probably a ram, and he just shot at you. And you kind of just run out there and you die. So I know you only have like 100 hours into this game, but I'm just trying to help you out here. Obviously, if you're going to be new to the game, you got to be able to take harsh criticism by someone that's more experienced. So, alright, now you're giving up B. You know there's mid. Spray him down, nice. Now you gotta kind of choose. Do you want to hold B or do you want to hold mid? Me personally, I'd be like, fuck B. 3v3, I'll let him take B. If I knew I'm playing guys, like if I was in this bracket, right? I had the knowledge and skill I did. If I was like playing against good players, playing against a team, I'd go to B because B is really hard to retake. But in random matchmaking games like this, a lot easier. So you just got shot up by, or your team was shooting mid. So you should know, okay, last guy could be tunnels, he could be T-spawner, he could be long. Because your teammate came up cat to go towards mid. You had one guy CT mid, and B, so you're like, okay, probably A or something. You hear the plan go down. So you should know that's A. Alright, you see him. Tap. Taps him a couple times. And your teammate gets him with the like jumping auto.
I'm defusing the bomb.
I'm gonna just go over a quick economy lesson with you. As you saw, you had no money, so you couldn't buy head armor. In this bracket, you probably should buy head armor because you guys are probably gonna force up bad guns every round. But as soon as you get to a higher level, they're gonna start buying AKs more consistently. Whenever they can, they'll be saving on rounds, right? So you should either know how to dictate between buying head armor and when not to buy head armor. Okay, that's just a little forewarning for what you'll get in the future. You don't really have to worry about this right now on CT side. This is mainly exclusive to CT side, alright? Just worried about just buying head armor whenever you can now. Because again, they're gonna buy random ass guns because they don't know how to play the game. Silver, Gold Nova. Gives you hit MG area. They start knowing, understand the game more, have the fundamentals down, and they'll start buying more AKs. That's when you should be buying no head armor, or buying chest armor only, I should say. So, flash, that's the first time that they would flash in. That should catch your attention a little bit, right? Through a nade. It's 2 nades, so that tells you, right? There's 2 different nades, right? One was up there, one was right there. That means at least 2 people in tunnels. So you should be relaying to your teammates, hey, at least 2 in B tons. Be careful lower. Etc. Careful mid. Throw a nade, that gives away your position because if they triangulate, right, basically, geometry, angles, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they should see you throw it from the close left. And they know that you can't go on plat without you getting spotted. They killed that guy. Oh, underhand flash. Got him. Nice. You didn't clear out tunnels, so there could be another guy in there. Now you do. Don't see him. Because there was a second guy, right? You should be watching this guy's doors. He's watching your tunnels. You shouldn't have this flash out. There's no reason for that. One's mid. Okay, I think good. So you could probably get away with this. Again, you took the time to realize you didn't pull down far enough, your bullets were going all above him. Something you gotta work on there is just pulling down a little bit more and seeing your bullets, right? Looking at those tracers. Let's fast forward a little bit, you get tagged. When you get better, right? Just throw smokes or throw a grenade towards mid, that way you can cross safely without having to worry about an op. Alright, now you're kind of roaming around. 2 of your teammates have died towards A. You have 1 guy B still. There's no reason for you to go towards B. Or now, if you have a reason because you left B for some fucking reason, he died mid. Sprayed him down. You go B, bomb spotted A though. You should have seen that on your mini map. There's a FAMAS right there. Nice. Long distance rifle. Took you a second to realize guy there. That shot from mid. If you didn't figure that out. And you just got the upper hand. He probably heard you coming up, cat, because you're making a lot of noise. Just able to pre-aim. So now, look at your economy. It's really bad. Keep buying though. You made some contact towards mid. Right, so spray him down. The headshot. B, you know there's at least one mid, right? Sees you. Shoulder. Okay, keep buying up. You shouldn't be doing this. This is bad economy management. Alright, you don't know how to throw a flash properly, you're just trying to throw it at them. Well, just if you throw a flash like that, it's gonna go right past them. What's the point of that flash, right? Throw it off a wall so it lands right in front of them. Throw it somewhere where it's used to your advantage. These weren't that good. But you do know there's a couple mid. Spray that guy down. Again, stop crouch walking and shooting. Very bad habit. Hear this guy. Take advantage of his stupidity and his poor game skills. And you know bombs down B, you should be telling your teammates. Hear him tunnels. I don't know if you heard that. You hear them walking tunnels, running, I should say. So there's one there. They're gonna have to kind of guess where you're at, right? So, comes out, just runs out there because he's stupid, dies. But you know last guy's mid. And you're gonna stay. Again, tagged. Pick that up. That's actually a really smart move. I like that. Really good play right there by giving your op to the guy that has 100 HP and you just 90. So now your mid's open. You should be thinking about that too. Obviously, if you have a guy that's AFK, worried about your mid. That's what you one's pushing up. Hear him? You look. You see him on the screen. Your team to look at the trade. And your team is still somehow win. What the fuck? Yeah, what the hell? It's crazy. Again, you get tagged. You need to learn how to smoke off mid, throw nade mid, right? So you get blocked, or you don't get shot. Blocks off their view. Little lesson, coaching lesson. I can show you that in a one-on-one. $10, man. So, last guy could be anywhere. Could be tunnels, right? You just gave up B for no reason because you don't know where he's at. Your teammates were still mid. They were alive. There's no need for you to rotate. Now it's 13-13. Double bot. Speed. Alright. You think you get shot at mid with an op, that should tell you that they're probably either on a force buy and just have rifles, right? So again, like, what are you looking at? Why are you looking this way, right? The round just started. They were rushing B, as we can see. There's one guy, or through decoy? No, one guy is rushing B, and you have your back turn. You're shot at. He's bad. He kills you 100%. Again, you're not facing tunnels. Learn, get the good movement down right. Get solid movement. That way you can stay looking at tunnels, and you can move backwards or sideways, whatever you have to do to get into a good spot, but still facing the tunnels. So, it should win this. 2, 14-13. Buy up. 30. I mean, 300. Buy full nades, etc., etc. Teammates are doing a lot of work top mid. You should be rotating, but finish them up. 15-13. Alright, so you should be smoking off tunnels right away. Nice, solid. Well, now let's see. Your teammates making some contact long. Alright, so bomb was spotted long. You should maybe be quick rotating right, helping this guy out mid. Alright, looks like they're going back towards mid with the bomb. I don't know. Silvers, dude, there's something else. Alright, so it looks like they're going up cat with the bomb. They have a couple mid. We have a teammate mid. Kills him though. And Silvers just rotated everywhere. I don't understand the logic. You guys get so impatient. Grenade. No, there's one cat. Or, yeah, one cat. Last guy, or two, well, the second guy should be on fight. Ah, you whiff your shots there, he's able to kill you, now we come down to the last round. Fast forward this, you still have enough to buy, you buy an auto. Take that bad boy. Alright, why are you throwing that flash? You should know there's one guy in there, you should be pre-aiming the right way. Excellent, good shots. Don't respond. Wasting your time, you're not watching what you're supposed to. You should know there's one guy in B tunnels right now. Your teammates push too long. And now it's down to a 2-on-2. And dies, he makes contact mid. Down to you on a 2v1 situation. Oh, you saw him. You saw him. He shot at you and you got scared. Did you realize? Okay, you did realize. Again, that's just poor aim. Not being aware. I don't know if you're in 4x3 or 6x9. You gotta pay attention not just to your crosshair, but to your overall screen. That way you can see little differences, right? You see the little models everywhere. Okay, well, this ends the reviewing part, right? The critiquing of your demo review. Now we're going to go on to the scoring section where I give you a basic score and where I think you're at in the game. Alright, and welcome to the demo score section. Demo review score section. For Brud's AzJz. Okay. So, as you can see here, we've got 4 different scores, a total score. And I basically color code these scores. So black is like really bad. Green's pretty bad. I mean, red's pretty bad. Green, you're above 50% in that section. Blue is like the top 20% or whatever it is. Top 20 to 25, right? So it's like that. It's basically how I score this. Alright, let's start with the first part, which is aim. What do I have in aim? I have crosshair placement, accuracy, and trigger discipline. Crosshair placement, give you a 1 out of 10. Definitely got to work on that more. Where you place your crosshair, head level at all times, where you're aiming at, where you think they're going to be at, and always aim at the head. Coming around corners, put your crosshair on the corner and start moving your crosshair, hugging it as you're peeking around it. Then, I have accuracy. I gave you a 2 out of 10. You're able to hit them quite a lot, but definitely could be a lot more if you had a good spray recoil control, right? If you knew the recoil patterns and control greatly for that, definitely would have gave you a higher score because you would have hit them a lot more. Besides the tapping you were doing, as well as that moving and accuracy you had with crouching, and lowered your accuracy score with me a little bit. Finally, I have your trigger discipline, knowing when to tap first and when to spray. I gave you a 2 out of 5 because I like how you are tapping. A lot of people in your skill bracket will just hold down the trigger most of the time, especially with those rifles, and just spray and pray. You, most of the time I saw, just did tap, tap, tap. I think with the submachine guns, you sprayed mostly, rifles you tap mostly. That's really what I want to see. So, 2 out of 5. Overall scores, 5 out of 25. Definitely got to work on your aim though. Next up is movement. You got 1 out of 25. So, what do I have in there? I have basic general movement, right? Knowing when to walk, knowing when to run, running with your knife out, having good overall movement as you move around the map, how it looks, right? And overall, it looked really poor. It didn't look like you always had to turn where you wanted to go instead of having your crosshair focus where it should be and then moving accordingly. Ease, right? Such like that, walking backwards, walking sideways, so keeping your crosshair where it needs to be as you're coming around corners, or like again, as you're watching tunnels and you want to reposition yourself because one guy pushed through and you had to look towards the boxes to jump on top of them instead of running backwards, right? And knowing this, obviously that comes with time, and that, but you don't have it down yet, so you're gonna get a low score. I gave you a 0 out of 5 there. Next up is positioning. Played the same spots most of the time, or you just played really bad spots, right? Um, so I give you a 1 out of 10 there. Definitely got to work on different spots you can play. When it comes to my other coaching sessions that I do, a one-on-one coaching sessions where we go on this map and you spec me. That way it's a little more one-on-one intimacy, I guess you should say, a little more for you. And I show you different spots, different grenades, such like that, and we'll get to that later. For now, the next part is rotations. Rotated either too early or you rotated too late. You know, wherever the bomb was at, definitely should think about making your radar bigger so you see more of the map instead of seeing like 10 feet you can on your radar like that. You can change how much you see of your radar in your top left corner, as well as making it bigger. I gave you a 0 out of 10. Definitely got to work on that. Rotate with your team on T side to the bomb site. Come closer to them. If you're gonna lurk, let them know, and I'll see that. But overall, it didn't even look like you were lurking. You were just kind of lost. On CT side, rotate if you're the rotator on a site. If you have two people to the site, one of you should be rotating quick. If a teammate dies on the other side of the map, you're only playing a site by yourself. You just gotta wait. You'd be like, all right, you guys died. You guys gotta deal with it until I see bomb. If you see bomb, you should be rotating right away, or pushing like B tunnels. Let's say you see bomb, or your teammate sees bomb A long, he calls that out, or you see it on your mini map. Pushing tunnels, but then again, this is silver bracket, so they'll be scattered. They won't really be coordinated. But definitely they got to work on your rotations overall. I gave you a 0 out of 10. Definitely needs some improvement. Again, almost every time, pretty sure every time you were either too slow or too early to rotate, gave up B bomb site, or you just rotated below the A bomb site and they were able to pick off your teammates while you were rotating. So next up is game awareness, game sense, 2 out of 10. Again, when I was watching this, you look kind of lost, didn't know what you're kind of doing. Guys just walked into your crosshair and you were able to kill him most of the time. Then it is economy awareness. I give you a 1 out of 5. 5, yeah, 1 out of 5. That's just knowing when to buy, when not to buy. You just forced up every round. You didn't know when the enemy team was going to buy. That's not too much of a big deal. But you should kind of get a rough estimate for what they can buy, what they can't buy. And like, you're new to the game, you don't understand that concept yet. I'll just give you a 1 out of 5 there. Then teammate positioning, knowing how to play off your teammates on T side. If they're pushing up, you should be pushed up with them, getting ready to trade the kill. So if they die, you're close enough where you can kill the guy that killed them. Or on TT side, make sure you and your teammate are not watching the same spot and you're covering your teammate's bag, as well as knowing where your teammates are on the map. So again, when you were on top of the boxes by that car on B bomb site and you were looking towards mid double doors, you didn't have to look there. You should have been focused more on tunnels because you would have looked at your minimap, your teammate was mid watching that. And then lastly, we have grenades, your highest scoring area on my score sheet. So the first one is bot. Did you buy grenades? Did almost every round. The rounds you couldn't, I don't think you had enough money. So I give you a 5 out of 5, alright? Perfect score with me, always bought nades. But here's where you're lacking at, right? Is how to use them properly, effectively, basically useful. Like, are these only useful grenades? Give you a 1 out of 15. Looked like you didn't know where to throw your nades, and because of that, you really didn't get the advantage you should be getting with these grenades, as well as dying sometimes with the grenades in your inventory. So 1 out of 15, and again, one-on-one sessions cover this. Show you how to properly use nades, how you can use advantage. First time around, we'll go for smoke flashes, positioning. On another session after that, we get a little more intricate when it comes to bomb plants, grenades, Molotovs, as well as more advanced positioning as you do advanced stuff. And then finally, we come down to enemy grenades dodged or abused. So this incorporates turning from flashes, which you did, as well as if they throw a bad smoke, right, using it to your advantage, or if they throw a really bad smoke, throwing a flash through the smoke, turning around and going through it backwards and back around, killing them if they're staring at the smoke. I give you a 3 out of 5 there. turn from those flashes when you're coming up camp that one time. Most of the other times though, you really couldn't react to them because they didn't flash you, all like that. So I was like, pretty decent there. So I gave you 3 out of 5. Pretty average, yes. Have the concept in your head to turn from flashes, which I like. Should definitely keep building upon that more. Be able to recognize stuff. Because sometimes people will toss their pistols out and pretend it's a flash. Got to realize that, right? But overall, it's good. You're starting to form that habit. So I give you a score of 17 out of 100. Pretty low, but don't let that discourage you from getting better at the game. This is just starting out. You have around 100 hours on your account. So this is a pretty decent place to start at right now. Again, you're Silver Elite, Silver 4 if that's Elite, sure. Basically, that's where I would put you. Silver Master Elite, Master, whatever it's called. Right on the bridge of getting over to Gold Nova 1, but you're not quite there yet. Definitely have to work more on one of these different subjects I gave you here on the screen, and that will definitely boost. Right now, maybe work on your movement, your positioning, as well as your rotations to build your movement. Rotate when you need to, not right away. If you don't see bomb, don't rotate right away. Just hold your bomb sight until you do see bomb, right? Or if your teammates die on the other side of the map, all of them die, then you're kind of forced to rotate, so you kind of have to. Don't wait until the last second until bomb gets planted, right? Nope. Again, work on one of your lower subjects here, aim, movement, or game awareness. If you ever want another coaching demo or a coaching one-on-one session, always message me. Anyone else, I'll put my email in the description box below. You can always email me a session. First session's always free. That concludes this demo review. Guys,